Chicago doctor who is typically treating patients after serious accidents is now depending on others after he was hit on his bicycle by a driver that didn't stop. A Chicago doctor remains in ICU 9 days after a hit and run with a brain injury.
He was biking home from work and was struck by a vehicle. It was a hit and run. He was somewhat conscious at the scene, but he's been in a coma since then.
Ray Lee is a physiatrist who specializes in spinal cord injuries, and he's an avid cyclist.
This was his commute. It started during COVID, and it was a good stress release for him. Became quickly part of the biking community here in Chicago, so he loves it.
Chicago police put out an alert about the hit and run. CPD reports about 4:30 p.m. on October 29th at Damon and Van Buren. A red 2010 Ford Fusion sedan hit Lee. The car had Illinois license plate BN 64959. Lee's wife, Fannie Lee, is an occupational therapist. She shares that it was Ray's business to help others recover from accidents and injuries. Now Lee is the one in need of help.
He's the nicest, sweetest guy. We've had patients, previous co-workers come to visit him, from 20 years ago. Everybody loves Ray, like we always say, like the TV show. The brain does heal, but it takes a very long time. So it's going to be at least months, possibly even years before we can see if there's a full recovery. That's what we're hoping for.
Fannie and Ray have 2 children and a community of supporters. Fannie tells us she is so grateful for Ray's care and for all the support. And she hopes anyone driving in Chicago would be more aware of cyclists and their safety. Fannie Lee tells us Ray was wearing a helmet when he was hit that actually cracked after he was thrown 30 feet. She says if he hadn't been wearing that helmet, he may not have survived. She and Chicago police welcome any information about who may have been driving that red car.